Scorpios, welcome to Ascending Spiritually. So this is going to be for July 18th to the 22nd. I just wanted to say thank you guys for all the love and support that you give me. I really appreciate it. And this is going to be a general reading. So keep in mind that all the messages are not going to match with your situation because I am reading for thousands of people. And if you want something tailored specifically for you, the link to book that reading is in the description box below. Or you can either go to ascendingspiritually.com. So gender of the cards don't matter. And let's see what you guys can expect. Messages for my Scorpios. 10 of Wands. The Magician. 9 of Pentacles. 2 of Swords. 7 of Cups. 6 of Wands. 6 of Pentacles, and Ace of Cups. Okay, so the Scorpios that I'm tapping into right now kind of feel burdened and stressed out, carrying a lot of weight on their shoulders. There could be someone who lives specifically in an apartment complex, and it's like every time you go home, you just have like this weight on your shoulders, and it's because you're carrying too many burdens. You may even be carrying other people's burdens as well, so you're going to have to prioritize what's more important to you because it's starting to affect your mental health. And I also feel like there is an energy of confusion with the 7 of Cups, either because you had a lot of options and only one of these options was going to bring you the victory that you were seeking, but because you had so many options, it almost gave or left a level of like confusion or instability. And this is because of the fact that someone here was supposed to choose a specific path, but they did not. With the Magician, someone's also burdened because they were dealing with manipulation, or someone, you were manipulating somebody else, depending on how this works. Someone here decided to be selfish, focus on themselves, really not consider anybody else but themselves into this equation, and it ended up backfiring in some sort of way because now someone here is single with the 9 of Pentacles, focusing on themselves, self-care, self-love, self-admiration, and possibly wanting to take some sort of new path. So an example would be a partner that decided to keep their options open. This person decided to be selfish and not really consider anybody else's feelings or emotions into this. And it ended up with the other individual deciding to be single and not really engaging with the partner that was the selfish one. So now they're feeling the burdens, the stress, things of that manner. With the 2 of Swords, you're also in a position of being stuck. So not only are you burdened, but there's lack of movement when it comes to the future. You have a decision that you need to make between left and right, but right now it's like you don't have all of the tools required to make an informed decision. So you don't want to decide something simply out of like rushing it or feeling like you're stuck. So just wait. If you can wait it out, I feel like within 2 to 3 weeks there's going to be some sort of shift in your life, and it's going to help you make a decision from a more clear perspective. There could be a child involved or some type of pregnancy with the Ace of Cups. So some of you, somebody watching here is stuck when it comes to this pregnancy because they either have thoughts that the child may not be theirs, that's not going to be resonating with everybody, while others you're stuck because of the fact that you want to pursue new love, you are single, you want something brand new, but either you're not in a position financially where you feel like you can take care of somebody else, or there's just issues going on with money, child support even. 6 of Pentacles is the energy of someone giving time, effort, and energy into people and not having that come back to you the way that you'd like. I also feel like someone here, the person that was being selfish, was taking a lot of energy from somebody else and they were cut off. And so now it's like now they need that energy back. They didn't consider the fact that in the future, things could be worse, or like they could be in a position of where they're lacking and they're going to need that person's help. So this is like the lesson of you need to be careful of how you treat people because, the person that you do wrong, you could end up needing them at a future time. And they may even end up leaving you out in the cold the same way that you did them, or vice versa if they did that to you. But that's just what I'm seeing. So the Magician means that you are trying to manifest something into your life so that you can have that success or recognition. But at the same time, it's almost as if you're on your own, or you're on this path alone, or you've lost the support of a lot of people around you. You have to keep pushing forward because you're on some sort of journey, and it's going to end up with you feeling alone or feeling like you don't have that support, but it's supposed to push you to the point of where you're supposed to be. Some of you have to be more giving to other people. Try to stay away from that selfish energy. And I may be talking to the cross watcher or the person that did this to you, so don't take offense to it. And with the Two of Swords, yeah, a decision needs to be made. It's funny because the Two of Swords is on this deck as well, and here it is again. So feeling stuck, lack of forward movement, and you're in this position so that you can really rethink everything that went on, you know, revisit the past, clear things out, and possibly even some apologies may be required. 10 of Wands is here because of the 4 of Wands. So this has something to do with your stability. You're feeling burdened because of some type of stable unit that you used to have. That stable unit may still be here, but a lot of things have changed, especially if you were dealing with a marriage, a union, or someone that you were in a formal commitment with. There is issues going on in that connection because of the fact that someone decided to walk away. 8 of Cups is the energy of walking away, leaving behind the things that don't serve them. So the person that decided to walk away did so because they were not getting the same amount of time, effort, and dedication that they were putting into this relationship. The Magician is here because of the Knight of Cups. So someone was an emotional manipulator, knew how to use their words to stray the other person in a specific direction, knew how to play with someone's mind, and that was part of the manipulation, was the fact that someone's realizing their ways or the error in their ways, realizing the fact that what they have been doing is wrong, and it has left them in a position of where they don't have support or where they feel alone. And with the 4 of Cups, there's some sort of missed opportunity here. There may be a mother figure or someone who's very loving and nurturing that has decided to turn their back on you. Vice versa, you may have done this to somebody else. And they did this as a way to preserve themselves because we have the 9 of Pentacles. So this is somebody who is in a financial sound position. And I don't feel like it's you because here you are carrying all of these burdens. Meanwhile, this person is just kind of doing their own thing, living their best life, doing well on their own. And it's almost as if once they disconnected from you or vice versa, once you disconnected from this other person, you really found that independence within yourself because you're putting in time and effort into somebody that was not dedicating the same thing to you. A lot of selfish energy here, but the Queen of Cups is now deciding to be selfish and focus on herself, and this is what's bringing her happiness, or him. I'm just saying her because it is a feminine energy. So this could be someone that you may have kids with, or someone surrounding you that you see as very loving. This is someone that has a lot of poise and a lot of elegance within them, so you know who this person is. With the 7 of Cups to the 4 of Pentacles, you're being asked to save your money. Don't make any unnecessary expenses because there's going to be something that comes up where you're going to be required to cough up a large chunk of money. The 7 of Pentacles being here on this end lets me know that somebody is sad because not only did they invest a lot of time and effort into this relationship, into this dynamic, but because of the fact that they were being selfish or they were not really producing what they should have been in the connection, it's left with this tree that barely has any leaves on it. And someone's just reconsidering their actions or reconsidering how they dealt with this equation. Someone around here either chose a different person, because we have 2 women. We have the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords. So someone decided to choose the wrong option, at least from what I'm seeing, and it ended up backfiring in some type of way. Because not only was this person very cold and bitter and was vengeful, so someone decided to trade a loving connection for someone who may only be after your finances, someone who does not have the capacity to love you the way that you want. And this is what is being regretted, was the fact that someone made the wrong decision, and they're now seeing that because of the fact that they're not having the same support that they did in the past. It's like the person that you did wrong is no longer supporting you. If anything, they're only supporting themselves, taking care of themselves, self-care, self-love, self-admiration. And it's now that you need help, it's like you don't have that same help that you had before. And that's something that you need to consider. Whoever I'm speaking to, the cross watcher or the person watching, is be careful how you treat other people. And this is a major lesson that's being learned. And just know that, you know, things will get better in the future. This is just what you're dealing with right now. And the 10 of Swords being at the bottom of the deck here lets me know that someone was betrayed over and over again. So this wasn't an incident that just occurred once. It's like someone continuously decided to choose someone other than the person that they should have been committed to. And now the tables have turned and things are changing. So let's see if I can get you some best advice moving forward. Best advice for Scorpio. 5 of Wands. Stay away from conflicts, arguing, petty fights, ego trips. Try not to have too many people in your business, especially family members, because I feel like there's people around you that are either jealous of you or the person that you were in a relationship with, and they were giving you bad advice for the sole reason of wanting you to go towards the wrong path, which is what may have happened. The 8 of Pentacles is here, so there's focus on work, on money, stability. So just keep putting in that time, effort, and dedication into whatever it is that you want. It's only a matter of time before you bring that into fruition, and really stand from a place or come from a place of love. Because in the past, there was somebody that was being selfish, only considering themselves. And if you really change your approach, which is coming from a place of love, having emotional maturity, loving, being loving, caring about the people around you, it's really going to change the way that things are going right now. And with the 2 of Swords, you're feeling stuck because someone has now put up their defenses against you. And whoever this person is, they now have 2 options. So if this was an individual that did you wrong, or vice versa, you were doing them wrong, the person that was left out in the cold, the person that was treated as an option, is now in the position of strength, because now they have 2 people to choose from. A lover, a new lover, and an ex. Whatever they decide is up to them. I can't really tell you which path it will go towards, but I do know that there has to be changes in the way that this dynamic or this relationship works, where you're not just considering yourself, consider the collective, or just do what you need to do to not come from a place of selfishness. Because with the Princess of Coins, there could be a child involved, or just a lot of focus on money, which could be an issue. But if you are a go-getter and you focus and you continue to put in that time and effort, it's only a matter of time before you start to find some sort of like alleviation in the stress that you have. But I also feel like this is, in a way, karma. And karma is not a bad thing. It just means that whatever you've been putting out, that's exactly what you're going to attract to yourself. So be careful with how you treat people. That's mostly the lesson that I'm seeing. Stay away from conflicts. If you are stuck, just remain in that position and know that there will be a light at the end of the tunnel, as well as save your money. So that's the end of your reading. Like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye.